more, feel free to just PM our host. Just PM our host and say, hey, I want to know more about this service. Can you get your people to talk to me? Our professional team will be more than happy to talk to you. All right. Now, I was saying YYC was established since 1974. We are 48 years old. Yes, we are already 48 years old, and we are an international firm. Yes, why do I say that? Because we don't just have presence in Malaysia, but also in Singapore. Now, if you have heard of this bank, very popular bank, OCBC Bank. Did you know OCBC Bank is our strategic partner as well? They invested into YYC. Yes, in other words, we are backed by OCBC Bank. Yeah. Now, we have more than 800 employees, more than 20,000 clients, and we have trained more than 140,000 participants through all our workshops because we have done more than 6,000 workshops. And these are all the awards given to YYC throughout all these years. So like I was saying, YYC is international, not just in Malaysia. We also have a branch in Singapore. But of course, in Malaysia, our headquarters is in Kuala Lumpur. We also have branches in Selangor, in Johor, and in Penang as well. Okay, so this is just a very brief introduction, about who YYC is in case you are wondering who is YYC. All right, so now this is what I always say. Whenever I do a sharing session, whenever I do a webinar, or any sharing session, I want interaction. Yes, I want interaction. I don't want to just speak alone in front of the computer, in front of this camera. Very boring. Let me tell you what, very boring. I want interaction from all of you. Yeah. So use the chat box. The chat box is right beside me. Right. I'll be looking at the chat box from time to time. When you have got any doubts, any clarification needed, just put your question into the chat box. Yeah. Now, but this is what I want to start off with. Like I said, I want interaction, right? So let me just first ask you all a question. Let me do a very simple, quick survey. You know what? Right now, we already have 100 over people over here. I want to know, out of this 100 over people, how many of you here are actually business owners? Now, what do I mean by business owners? Business owners would mean you are a director, you are a shareholder, you're a partner of a partnership, or you are the owner of a sole proprietorship. You're the owner. Yeah. If you are a business owner, can you just type O into the chat box? Let me just see how many business owners are there. Just type O into the chat box. If you're a director, you are a partner of a partnership, you're a shareholder of your company, or you are the owner of a sole proprietor. That means you're the sole proprietor. You are the sole proprietor, right? You're the owner, right? If you're a business owner, just type O, all right? O stands for owner, right? Into the chat box. I want to see how many owners are there. Okay. All right. I see a lot like Lion, Jacqueline, Annie Chi, Jin Wong, Satya, Noor Hussein. Albert Chan sent me a direct message. Albert Chan, send it to everyone. Send it to everyone because later when you ask questions, also send it to everyone. Everyone will be able to see your question. All right. Tang, Wan, Zanaria, Tan, Ong Lei Hua, and Mrs. Pin. Okay, wow, quite a lot of owners today. Now, what about staff? If you are only a staff, if you're only an employee working for your boss, you're probably from the finance department, accounting department. Can you type S? S stands for staff, all right? S stands for staff. Type S into the chat box. If you're only a staff, I'm only working for my boss. Type S into the chat box. I want to see how many staff are there. All right. Wow, we also have a lot of staff today. All right. Wow, looks like we have more staff than owners today. Like we have Winnie, Mei Leong, Adele, Jeannie, Chiu, Peggy, Hawa Kumar. Janice is an owner. Kong Fei, Ong Lei Hua. All right, Celine. Wow, a lot of staff today as well. Yeah. All right. Right. You know what? This is just a very quick survey. Okay. Whether you're an owner or whether you're a staff, it's not the most important thing. You know why? Because if you're an owner, you want to learn this because you want to save tax for the company. You do want to pay unnecessary tax. You want to get the tax deductions, right? But if you're a staff, you probably be telling me, hey, you know what? I am only a staff, So I don't really need to save money because I'm saving money for the boss only. What? Why do I need that? You know what? If you can save money for the boss, if you can save money for your company, the company makes more profit. Who knows the next round when there's bonus, when there's increment, you'll be the first person getting it, because you are the person who actually save money for the company, right? So let me tell you what, whether you're a staff, whether you're an owner, you need to know this topic because you want to know what kind of expenses that you often miss getting deductions and you don't want to miss it. Yes, I'm going to tell you how to plan to not miss getting deductions. Okay, yes, Jacqueline said it right. Staff also need to know, especially when you do sales, no deductions, you can't claim. Yes, you see? All right. So let me just ask you, right? I was saying, right, top 3 business expenses. Now, just now when I asked all of you earlier, I said, hey, have you encountered your tax agent doesn't allow you to take deduction on certain expenses? You want to know what are these top 3 business expenses, right? Let me just ask. Can you just tell me, those who actually told me that your tax agent actually did not allow certain deductions. Say this is added back, that is not deductible. What are these expenses? Can you just put some? Put some into the chat box. Those that have encountered this before. Your tax agent don't allow deductions. Right? What kind of expenses are these? Can you put that into the chat box? I want to see. I want to hear from you all first before I tell you what are the top three. I want to hear from you all. All right. Radhika says what? Shopee ads, entertainment expenses. Okay. What else? What else? Who else? Those that I say you have encountered. You tell me you have encountered tax agent disallow your expense, right? I want to see. I want to ask what kind of expenses. Annie Chi says entertainment, petrol. Jeffrey says per entertainment expenses. Jenny Stan say PA. PA stands for what? There are a lot of PA. PA is personal assistant. Is it? Okay. Then Mei Leong says director, medical fee. Oh, Zanaria says charity. Then we have company car maintenance, co-sec fees, PA insurance or personal accident insurance. Okay. Jeffrey says travel expenses, charity, medical and dental expenses, hotel accommodation, donation. Jacqueline says entertainment, corporate gifts. Wow, you see, you all encountered a lot, right? All these expenses, you don't get deductions, right? Let me tell you what, all of you are right. I've seen all these expenses of which my client do not get deductions. Yeah, and there are always reasons behind. But let me tell you what are the top three business expenses. Let me just tell you, what are these top three business expenses that I've always seen people miss getting the tax deduction, and I want you to get that deduction. I want you to know how to plan, all right? Now, the very first one is entertainment. Yes. Just now a lot of you have mentioned entertainment. I can see so many entertainments appearing in the chat box. You're right. Entertainment, I often see my clients don't get deduction. And you know why? You know why is that so? Now, first, let me just explain to you what is entertainment. Entertainment is actually defined, entertainment is defined in the Income Tax Act. And a lot of people say entertainment, it means, I belanja makan, I belanja minum, I spend someone a meal, I spend someone a drink. That's entertainment. Now, not just that. That is correct, but not just that. Because you see, entertainment includes food, drinks, so this one covered. It also includes recreation. What's recreation? I bring my client to a theme park. That's entertainment. It includes hospitality. My client comes from outstation to where I work. And I tell my client, don't worry about your accommodation. I'll pay for your accommodation. That's hospitality. That's also entertainment. You see? So now, if entertainment covers so many things, is this a good thing or not? Is it a good thing or not? Let me tell you what. Not really a good thing. You know why? You got to know the tax treatment. You got to know the tax treatment for entertainment. And do you know, in the Income Tax Act, there is this section called Section 39. Now, I know a lot of you don't read the Income Tax Act because you're not a tax professional. So why do you read the Act, right? Not like me, I do tax for 17 years. I have to understand the Tax Act very well. But Section 39 of the Income Tax Act says, deductions not allowed. Yes, this section particularly specifically mentions what kind of deductions are not deductible, And in that section, there's this paragraph called paragraph 39 1L that says 50% of provision of entertainment is not deductible. Yeah, 50% of your entertainment expenses not deductible. What do I mean by this? Now imagine if you have a VIP client. This VIP client is really VIP. So you spend them a grand dinner, buy them a grand dinner, like say 10,000 ringgit spend. Wow, 10,000 ringgit for a grand dinner for my VIP client. Now, you know what? You spend 10,000 ringgit for the dinner. 5,000 is deductible. 5,000 you get tax deduction. Another 5,000 wasted. Wasted. What do you mean by wasted? Because 50% not deductible. What? You spend 10,000, only 5,000 is giving you deduction, Of course, then you will say, not fair like that. Then do I still entertain my client? Can I still continue entertain my client? Let me tell you what. Even though entertainment generally 50% not deductible, but paragraph 39 1L is not applicable to some entertainment expenses, What do I mean by not applicable? In other words, there are some entertainment expenses that give you 100% deduction. Hey, you want to know, right? You want to know, hey, there are entertainment expenses that gives me 100% deduction, what are they, right? You want to know what are they, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, don't worry. Wow, Jacqueline says it's getting exciting. Don't worry. I'm going to tell you what are these entertainment expenses, because usually it's only 50% deductible, but there are some entertainment expenses that give you 100%. So you want to take advantage of this, isn't it? You see, Radhika is saying for new supplier, new client, even that 50% is not allowed or is added back. Now, Radhika, it depends. If this is your existing supplier, existing client already, you can still get 50%. But if it's a potential client, no. Potential client, you don't get deduction. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, everything added back. But if it's an existing client, you still get 50%. All right. But I want to tell you what are the expenses that gives you 100% deduction. Now, there are 8 provisos altogether. Yeah, 8 provisos. The very first one is staff entertainment. Now, earlier I asked, right, who are the staff over here, right? Who is the staff today, right? You know what? If you're a staff, you got to be smarter. Why do I say smarter? After this session, go back, tell your boss, boss, you know what? I've just attended to Zen's session. You always go and entertain your supplier, your client, you get 50% deduction only. You know, you should spend me more lunch, buy me good dinner, you know, throw us a party, because you get 100% deduction. Yes, you got to be smarter. Tell your boss that. But of course, you are the owner. If you are the owner, treat your staff better lah. You know, your staff work for you so hard, right? Because you get 100% deduction. You get it or not? Yeah? See, Mei Leong says staff welfare. Yeah, well, staff welfare, most of the staff welfare will be 100% deductible because it's staff entertainment. All right? Like Jeffrey says company annual dinner for staff. Yes, that's 100% tax deductible. All right? Now, what about second proviso? Second proviso is provided in the ordinary course of business. Hey, what do I mean by this? Ordinary course of business. I give you one simple example. Now, let's say if you're doing long distance bus business, long distance bus business. So what you do is, you know, like people would take your bus from KL to JB, KL to Penang, that's long distance, right? So your business model is like this. You say whoever travels in your bus, you provide them with food. You provide them with drinks as well. Hey, drinks, food, entertainment, isn't it? But this is in the ordinary course of your business. This is your business model. So all of these food and drinks, they are 100% tax deductible, right? You get it? All right. Proviso 3. Now, if you say, hey, I am going to overseas, you know, I'm going overseas in order to participate in some trade fair. And when I participate trade fair outside Malaysia, I'll bring along some promotional gifts and I'll give these gifts away to all the visitors that come to my booth. All right. All these gifts are 100% tax deductible. Now, so the next round, if you really participate in any trade fair outside Malaysia, you bring some promotional gifts along, all of these gifts, 100% tax deductible. All right. But you will tell me, hey, but not all the time I go overseas, ma. If it's in Malaysia, you know, what kind of gifts can I get 100% deduction, right? Now, do you have samples or not? Proviso 4 says, if you have company's product, right, which is samples, promotional samples, give samples out as gift, it's 100% deductible. You see, a lot of people always ask me this, you know, hey, if I give gift to my client, I don't get 100% deduction. Someone was telling me that, right? Corporate gift, you don't get 100% deduction. But can you give out samples or not? If you have company products, which are samples, give out samples will be 100% deductible. So the next round, you probably want to give out samples, yeah, so that you get 100% deduction. See that? All right. Now, what about Proviso 5? Proviso 5 says, cultural or sporting events open to public. What does it mean? It means if you do entertainment in a cultural or sporting events that are open to public, you get 100% deduction, you know. Now, I give you one simple example. Okay, simple example. Now, I do not know how many of you here like sports. If you like sports, you probably would, you know, participate in some marathon event, isn't it? Now, do you remember the last round when you join a marathon event? You always see this green color truck, green color truck that goes to the event, and they give you free drinks, drinks that start with alphabet M. Now, you know what drinks I'm talking about, I don't want to tell you name, green color truck, alphabet M, you know, drinks, and you know, why do they always come here and give you free drinks? Because they get 100% tax deduction. It's a sporting event, open to public. When they entertain you, they get 100% tax deduction. See that or not? All right. Now, I know some of you may also ask me this. They say, hey, just now you say trade fair outside Malaysia, I get deduction. Otherwise, I have to give samples. What if, you know, I don't have samples and I want to give gifts in Malaysia? What kind of gifts can I give in Malaysia to get 100% deduction, right? You want to know that, right? Giving out gifts in Malaysia, 100% deduction. Now, if you want to give gift in Malaysia, you want to get 100% deduction, the gift has to be with business logo. Yes, it has to be your promotional gifts with business logo. You know what type of gifts are these? You know, when I say gifts with my business logo, it means these gifts are printed with logos, embossed with logo, engraved with logos, you know, like your merchandise, for example, your calendar, your umbrella, you know, your diary, your notepad, your pen, you know, these things, if you have all these merchandise, you give them out, you get 100% deduction. So the next round, let me tell you what, if you say, hey, I need to give out gifts for my client's dinner, my supplier's annual dinner, hey, do this kind of promotional gifts and give them out because you get 100% deduction. Any other gifts, you only get 50% max, you know. So now you know what to do, right? Okay, now, what about proviso 7? Related wholly to sales. What do I mean by related wholly to sales? Okay, now I give you one simple example. Let's say you have a new product or new service that you want to launch, okay? And you say, okay, I'm doing one sales event right now. This sales event is open to public, right? And you know, in that event, I'll be launching my new product, launching my new service. But during the event, you need to do a lot of entertainment, right? You need to provide food and drinks. You probably get a magician, you know, to do a show. You know, you probably get an artist to perform, you know, singing performance. You know, all these are entertainment expenses. Everything 100% deduction. Why? Because this is a sales event. Sales event is related wholly to sales. You get that? All right. Now, what about the last proviso? Some people also ask me, hey, staff entertainment gets 100%, right? What if I do company trip? What if I do company trip? Do I get 100% deduction or not? If you want to do company trip, make sure it is a local trip. Yes, cuti Malaysia. You know why or not? Because if you do a local company trip, annual company trip, you get 100% deduction on all the company trip expenses, everything, 100%. But if you do an overseas trip, if you do overseas company trip, the leave passage is not deductible at all. The leave passage is not deductible. What is leave passage over here? The air ticket, the transportation, these are called leave passage, you know. The leave passage is not deductible at all if it's an overseas trip, you know. But of course, you will ask me, what about the accommodation line, you know, the food, the drinks, you know, the recreation over there, you know, when the tour over there, right? All of them are still considered as staff entertainment, even overseas trip. Accommodation, food, drinks, no problem. All of these are still staff entertainment. You still get 100%. But the air ticket is a big portion where the air ticket is not deductible. So if you want to get 100% deduction, do local trip. Everything 100% deductible. Okay? You get that? Huh? All right. Wow, I see a lot of questions coming in. Let me just answer a few. Now, let me see. Okay, just now someone was asking me staff ang pao for festival. Okay, Gurminder, right? I'll tell you more about this because later I have one very important case study that I want to share with you. I'll tell you more about this staff ang pao later. Don't worry. Jeffrey says staff ang pao during festive season 100% deductible. No, Jeffrey. You are probably not right. I'll tell you more about this later. Jeffrey, you understand why later. Jenny say sample how to justify, right? If it's sample, I mean, you would have your product, you will print out sample only, not for sale. You know, these things are sample law. You know, with these kind of samples, right, it will be deductible. You know, you give out these kind of samples, the cost of the sample will be tax deductible. Okay. Lion says sole prop owner, can the owner be considered as staff? Well, sole proprietor, the owner itself is usually not a staff. Yeah, the owner itself is usually not a staff. Okay. Winnie says promotional gifts and outside Malaysia also need business logo or not? No need. If it's promotional gifts outside Malaysia, trade fair outside Malaysia, no need with business logo. You just have to bring some promotional gifts along. Okay. Albert Chan says, how about games for staff like booking badminton court, provide shuttlecock monthly? This is entertainment. This is recreation. What? You know, games are recreation. What? Yes, this is staff entertainment, 100% deductible. Okay, I answered to 2 more questions. Then I have to carry on because I got one very important case study that I want to share with you. Answer to 2 more first. Nur Osman was saying, if a community arranged event, Hari Terbuka, okay, Rumah Terbuka Hari Raya, we sponsor gift to the event. Is this expenses deductible? Now, if it's just a normal event, let me tell you what, you probably don't get deduction. I'll show you one case study, then you will understand. But you need to know how to plan. All right, and later I'll tell you, Nur Osman, how to plan this. Jenny Stan says we buy ordinary full size and give a sample. Well, you got to make it clear that this is sample. So you got to, specifically print, this is sample only, not for sale. You got to specifically make it sample, make it a little bit different than your normal inventory. Then it will become sample. Okay, now let me show you one very important case study. I know a lot of questions coming in. I'll answer them later. All right. You know why I want to share this case study with you? Because this is a real life case. Let me tell you what, this is a real case that happened to our client. Our client fail in getting tax deductions. They fail, all right? And I don't want you to follow the same footstep. I want you to prevent this from happening to you. I want you to learn from this and know how to plan so that you get 100% deduction. Now, let me just show you this case. Of course, name, I have to change a bit. I cannot use real name, but this is a real case. Let's just call this person Communication Sdn Bhd. They are a communication service provider in Malaysia. And in year 2020, they do a Chinese New Year event, all right? Chinese New Year event, like open house, just like someone, Nur Osman was asking, right? Hari terbuka, right? Rumah terbuka Hari Raya, right? Okay, you see, they invited all their subscribed members, these are their customers, agents, dealers, customers, etc., right, to the event. Now, in this event, you definitely have to spend a lot of money, man. And because it's a Chinese New Year event, first thing is they gave out ang bao. Ang bao, 2,500 ringgit. Now, how much deduction can they get for 2,500 ringgit spent? Let me tell you what, it's zero. 100% not allowed, Zero deduction. You may ask me, why? Why is it zero? Let me just clarify something very important. Giving out ang pao is equivalent to giving out cash. Giving out cash is not entertainment. And therefore, this is not even deductible. Giving out cash is not even entertainment, it's zero deduction, all right? Now, but they also spend on other things. They've got lion dance, they hire lion dance, 3,000 ringgit, 50% deductible only. They've got Mandarin Orange, Chinese New Year event, Mandarin Orange, 50% deductible only. They've got event cleaner charges, 300, 50% deductible only. Rental of canopy, table and chair, 3,000, 50% deductible. Rental of aircon, because they're doing it in an open space, 1,500 ringgit, 50%. And the most important thing is food and drinks, right? 5,000 ringgit spent, also 50% deductible. Why? You may ask me, why are all these 50% deductible only? Very simple. The tax law says so what? Paragraph 39(1)L says, entertainment, all these are entertainment, what? 50% deductible only, right? Now, but they have got one thing very special. They have given out lucky draw. They bought some lucky draw gifts to members. Members are their customers, who hit target. Only those who hit target are entitled for lucky draw. This one, they get 100% deduction. Why is that so? Because of Proviso 7. If you remember Proviso 7, it says related wholly to sales. Related wholly to sales. You see, if this customer has not hit that target, didn't buy that amount, they are not entitled for lucky draw at all. They must buy up to that amount, then only they are entitled for lucky draw, right? So this is related to sales, what? You got to buy from me to get the lucky draw, what? So this is 100% deductible. But you see, despite one thing is now deductible, 100% deductible, they spend 17,800 ringgit for this event, 9,000 over ringgit being added back, 9,000 over ringgit being added back. Which means what? Which means more than half not deductible, But you know what? They could actually plan something. Yes, this client of ours, they could have planned something. How to plan? They can do something to make this event 100% deductible. Now, I know you want to learn, right, how to do this, right? Can they plan in such a way that this event fulfills Proviso 7 or not? Proviso 7 of the paragraph 39(1)L. And to say that all the entertainment is actually related wholly to sales. Now, how do we do this? You see, instead of saying this is a normal open house, normal Chinese New Year event, can we say this is a sales event to launch a new product during Chinese New Year? If they have a new product, if they have a new package, they launch this new product, launch this package during Chinese New Year and make it a sales event. Of course, it has to be supported by some advertisement, some brochures relating to the event to say that I'm now launching my new product, launching my new service. Now, if they manage to do this, you see, if they manage to do this, what would happen? Look at all these expenses again. All these expenses, if it's a normal event, 9,000 over ringgit, not deductible. Okay? If now they make it a sales event and they do one more thing, ang bao over here, change it to cash voucher to buy own products, not buying somebody else's product. Okay, you got to buy your own product. You know why? Because only then it will be related wholly to sales. When people use your voucher, cash voucher, to buy your product, they are generating sales for you, isn't it? Right? So they change it to cash voucher to buy own products, and because this is a sales event, you know what happened? All these expenses over here, 100% tax deductible. Everything. 100% deductible because it fulfills Proviso 7 already. And you know what? If they can get 100% deduction for this 9,000 over ringgit, no need add back, you don't have to add back at all, And this client, their tax rate was 24%. You know how much tax can they save? They could have saved 2,196 ringgit with just a simple thing. And this is just one event. This is just one event we are talking about. They will save 2,000 over ringgit of tax already. And we're talking like 70,000 over ringgit is a small amount. Nowadays, a lot of people do event easily cost them 100 over 1,000 ringgit, right? Imagine if this is 100 over 1,000 ringgit, they could have saved 20 over 1,000 ringgit already, if they know how to plan. So let me ask you a simple question. From this case study, have you learned something? Have you learned how to plan your entertainment expense so that you know how to get 100% deduction or not? Yes or no? If you have learned something, can you just put yes in the chat box? I want to make sure you all learn something, Today you're coming in, you want to learn something. I want to make sure you really learn something from this case. If you have learned something, put yes into the chat box. I want to make sure that you know what to do in future when it comes to doing entertainment. You need to plan towards the 100% tax deduction. Then you will get 100% instead of getting just 50%, right? So have you learned something? If you have learned something, put yes into the chat box. I want to see how many of you learned something. I want to ensure you all learn something. Not coming in, listen, and then after all, you know what to do, right? You need to learn, all right? Okay, a lot of people have said yes. Very good. I'm so glad to see so many of you have said yes. Very, very good. It means you have really got something. At least you got something back. Now, let me just answer to some questions. I know there's some questions that I have not answered before we go to the second expense. Let me just answer to some questions. Now, just now someone was saying, Victor was saying, as a business owner, how do I help my employees to pay the lowest tax? Wow, Victor, this is really about tax planning. This one requires some consultation. I won't be able to really answer you on the spot like how to do it. Okay, but Victor, you stay until the end. I have got something very special that I want to tell you. That thing would help you to plan, that thing will help you to plan how to help your employee to pay the lowest tax. Really, you stay until the end, Victor. Liao was saying a staff holiday trip to pay to overseas paid to travel packages. Can you get 100%? I told you, overseas trip, you don't get 100% deduction. In fact, if it's overseas trip, the leave passage is not deductible. So what can you do is you ask the travel agency to split out the air ticket. Then the air ticket is not deductible. The rest will be deductible. But if you don't split out the air ticket, you probably find the whole package not deductible. So get the tour agency to split out the air ticket for you. Okay. Muhammad Nazrul was saying, how about giving out iPhone but put company logo on the box? This one cannot. Because iPhone is not your promotional gift. We are talking about promotional gift with business logo. Things like your calendar, your umbrella, your merchandise. iPhone is not your promotional gift. Right? You cannot just simply put logo and then say this is your promotional gift. Cannot. All right. Yolin was saying, what about give to staff during annual dinner? That is okay. Give to staff during annual dinner. These are all called annual dinner expenses. This is staff entertainment, 100% deductible. Okay. Jeffrey was asking, how about staff with farewell party, departure gift? Also staff entertainment, also 100% deductible. Okay. Adele was asking, what if we sponsor a product to overseas customer? Can it be deductible? Now, it depends on what kind of things that you sponsor. If you sponsor your promotional gift with logo, you get 100% deduction. But if you just sponsor any other normal gift, then 50% only. All right, Adele? Okay, I know more questions over here, but I will be answering more. Because I want to share with you the second expense. Yeah. Now you have learned from the first expense. I want to share you the second expense, which is sponsorship. Now, earlier when I asked all of you, what kind of expenses that you usually don't get deduction? Some of you say donation. Just now someone asked me questions about sponsoring gift, right? I want to talk about sponsorship because yes, sponsorship is something that I always see my clients don't get tax deductions when. Now, first of all, let me ask you a simple question. Is cash sponsorship tax deductible? Very simple answer to this. A very simple answer to this because just now I mentioned a little bit about ang pao, right? Remember, ang pao is cash. Cash is not deductible, right? Now, if your sponsorship is cash sponsorship, cash contribution, and if you don't get any benefit in return, that means you sponsor, you don't get back anything, right? Nothing, no benefit for you. You probably get back a receipt. You probably get a word of thank you. That's it. Yeah? It's not deductible. Why? Because it does not even fulfill Section 33(1) of the Income Tax Act. Because Section 33, one of the Income Tax Act says what, they say whatever expense that you incur, it has to help you to generate income. You incur these expenses has to help you generate income. But if you only do cash sponsorship, you don't get any benefit. It's not helping you to generate income, so it's not deductible. But what if you sponsor, you get back advertisement in return? Now, if you get back advertisement in return, it's not just pure sponsorship, it becomes deductible because I can call it marketing and promotional expenses. I'm not just purely sponsoring you money. I'm getting back advertisement. I call it marketing and promotional expenses, it becomes deductible, Now, you probably have a good idea right now, but you do not know what to do, right? Let me just give you one case study. Now, again, real life case, those who ask me about sponsor, sponsor this, sponsor that, you have got to know this. This is a real life case, but of course, again, we changed the client's name a bit. I cannot use real name. Let's just call them kind because indeed they are very kind. Okay. Now, this company is a stationery supplier. And in year 2020, they were approached by a non-profit organization, those charitable organizations. So they came to them and say, hey, we have a charity dinner. Can you sponsor our charity dinner? So yes, they sponsored 20,000 ringgit sponsored for the annual dinner. Okay. How much deduction did they get? How much? Zero. Again, zero. Not deductible at all, Why? Hey, I sponsor you 20,000. I don't get back anything, I only get a receipt. I maybe get a word of thank you. That's it. Nothing, no benefit. Zero deduction. But they could have planned. Again, if they want to sponsor this 20,000 ringgit, no problem. I'm not asking them not to sponsor. They want to sponsor? No problem. Go ahead, right? They can sponsor this charitable organization's annual dinner, the charity dinner, no problem. But can they negotiate for something or not? Nah. Not to negotiate for the amount. Don't negotiate amount. Right? You want to sponsor 20,000, you sponsor 20,000. Yeah? You can negotiate for advertisement opportunities. Now, what do I mean by advertisement opportunities over here? Like, hey, can they set up a booth during the event at the event venue to promote their goods, promote their services? Can they do that or not? Can they, get put up some buntings or banners at the venue to promote their goods, promote their services? Or if the event has a booklet, can they just directly put an advertisement into the booklet, to advertise, to promote their products or goods? If they can negotiate for this, have this in writing, get the charitable organization to put on their letterhead, put a letter and say, by sponsoring 20,000 ringgit, you'll be getting these kind of advertisement opportunities, these kind of opportunities. And during the event, take some photos, some more. Take some photos to ensure that, to prove that you have such advertisement opportunities. You know what will happen next? This 20,000 ringgit sponsored, it will be fully tax deductible, 100% tax deductible, 100%. And this client of ours, their tax rate was 24%. Again, their tax rate was 24%, They could have saved 4,800 ringgit just like that. Right? Simple thing, get some advertisement opportunities, have them in writing, take some photos, and you really get advertisement opportunities some more, you can promote your product, promote your services some more, and they could have saved 4,800 ringgit just like that. Because they didn't plan. You see, let me tell you, they didn't plan, They didn't do this. They ended up paid 4,800 ringgit extra tax unnecessarily. Unnecessary tax of 4,800 ringgit. So again, let me just ask you, the next time when you need to sponsor someone something, have you now learned what to do? Have you now learned how to plan your sponsorship for you to get 100% deduction or not? Yes or no? If you have learned something, can you put yes in the chat box again? I want to make sure you now also learn that you know what to do the next round when you do sponsorship, right? If you have learned something, just put yes into the chat box. I want to make sure you have really learned from this. I don't want you to miss this tax deduction again. I've seen so many of my clients, they miss tax deduction because they did not plan. They did not know how to plan, all right? So I want you to learn on how to plan this. Yeah, easily you can save tax already, just like that. All right. I see a lot of people putting yes already. Very good. It means that you have really learned something today. Yeah. All right. Now, let me answer to some questions that I have not answered. I better clear some of the questions over here. All right. Now, Let me see. Someone was asking me just now, Liao was saying ang pao described as door gift deductible. Now, ang pao not deductible, Liao, that's why I say don't say ang pao is deductible. Ang pao is cash gift. Cash is not deductible, yeah. All right. Jacqueline says need to fire my finance. Don't fire for finance. You need to ask your finance to learn, all right, Jacqueline. Learn on how to do tax planning. I'll give you some good stuff at the end. You stay until the end, Jacqueline. I'll give you some good stuff so that your finance team know how to plan. I know they want to learn how to plan. I'll tell you how to do it. You stay until the end, Jacqueline. All right. And then I have got who else? Mohammed Nazro. My tax agent only makes sure tax compliance, but not tax planning. Need to fire them too. Nazro, don't. Let me tell you what. Sometimes tax agent could not help you much because a lot of this kind of planning, you got to do it at your end, You see, you got to do it at your end. If you have not planned this earlier, you pass it to your tax agent can't do much already. You did not get your advertisement opportunities. How can the tax agent help you to save tax? You got to learn. I'll give you something in the end. You stay until the end. I'll tell you what to do. Yeah, you need something to learn how to plan this. Okay, all right. One Ahmad was saying, how about sport event related to customer and staff, like badminton game, staff and customer play together? Now, one Ahmad, you got to be very smart, lor. You got to say this event is for staff, lor. If this event is for staff, it's staff entertainment. You say this event is for client, it's only 50%. You know what to do, Ahmad, you understand. All right. So Jacqueline say, exactly, Nazro. Oh, but there's so much I cannot give a suggestion. Jacqueline, stay until the end. I'll tell you what to do. Okay. So Mei Leong asked ang pao to staff. Ang pao to staff also not deductible because it's cash. Cash is not deductible unless you say this is the staff remuneration, unless you put into the staff EA form. But the staff has to pay more tax. So you want this ang pao to be deductible, the staff has to pay more tax because you got to put into the EA form. Okay. So Lion says, yes, recreational, consider staff entertainment. Yes, correct, Lion. All right. Jacqueline says, Apple will sue you. No lah, Apple will simply sue you because you put logo lah. Okay. Radhika says, what if you're only person in the company payroll? So can you give you? Cannot. Now, if you are the owner, you're the only person on the payroll, you are the sole proprietor. Unfortunately, you cannot say I entertain myself means entertain staff. Cannot, because you don't have a staff means you don't have a staff. So if you have a staff, you entertain the staff and you join the dinner, you join the lunch together, that is okay. But just entertaining your own self, you cannot say that is entertaining staff. Okay. Sarina says medical expenses for staff family members, is it deductible? Yes, it is. Medical expense for staff as well as the family members are all considered as staff benefit. They are all deductible. Okay, Jeffrey says cash contribution for staff medical and dental. Now, if it's cash contribution, not deductible. But if you pay for their medical fee, you pay for their dental, then it is staff benefit, it will be deductible. Okay, now I answer to one more, then I continue, two more, then I continue, all right, because I got third expense, which is very crucial. The third expense is very crucial, which I want to share with you. Okay, Linda was asking award sponsorship for cash and prizes. I already answered to you. Do advertisement opportunities to get 100% deduction. Otherwise, you don't get deduction 100%. Jacqueline says, can the receiver just put company logo on their event flyer under sponsors? Would it be sufficient? No. Just by merely saying you are the sponsor is not sufficient because that is only acknowledging that you have sponsored. It's not giving you advertisement opportunities. Advertisement opportunities means you can promote your product, you can promote your service. So they have to give you more opportunities for you to promote your product, to promote your service. Then only it's called advertisements. Okay. Now, Victor says sponsor cash to YouTuber. Now, usually if you get the YouTuber to help you to do advertisements, right, you don't call it sponsor anymore. You call that advertisement fee already. You call it promotional and marketing fee. So you do it very clearly, have an agreement with the YouTuber. You help me to promote my product, I pay you a fee. It's a marketing fee, right? It's a promotion and marketing fee. Yeah, then it becomes deductible. All right. Okay. Now let me carry on with the next expense. Let me carry on with next expense around here. Now this third expense is what? Upkeep and renovation. Let me tell you what a lot of my clients always tell me they do upkeep, they do renovation, they don't get deduction. Why is that? So this very often, especially when you have new office, you move office, this always happen. Because to get deduction for upkeep and renovation, it has to be a repair. And the repair has to be revenue expenditure. What do you mean by revenue expenditure to get deduction? Revenue expenditure means you pay the expenditure, you don't create a new asset. Because if you create a new asset, that is capital expenditure. So you don't create a new asset, you only maintain the asset. For example, I'm only restoring my asset back to original condition. I give you one simple example over here. Let's say I have a meeting room. Okay, I have a meeting room. My meeting room has a carpet, right? Has a carpet. So after using the meeting room for a few years, the carpet got worn out, torn here and there, right? So I changed the carpet. I take away the carpet and I replace new carpet. Is this deductible or not? Yes. You know why? I'm only restoring my meeting room back to original condition when it was new. So this is deductible. All right. Or if I say, oh, I'm only repairing doing some repair to allow my business to continue. For example, I'm doing business in my shop. Suddenly I found out that, hey, there's a leakage at the roof. There's a roof leakage. So I got to repair my roof. This is deductible? Yes, because it only allows my business to continue, right? All right. Or if I'm replacing or renewing some utensils, some articles, some tools, of which lifespan is not more than 2 years. Now, what do I mean by lifespan more than 2 years? Now, those who run a restaurant business, you probably would know your fork, your spoon, your chopsticks, usually they cannot last more than 2 years. Either your customer will break it or your own staff may break it, right? So whenever you replace all these spoons, fork, chopsticks, yes, they will be deductible. Yeah, they will be deductible. All right. And then what else? Okay. Replacement of part of the entire asset. Replacement of the entire asset. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, replacement of the entire asset, a part of the asset means, let's say if I have an aircon, okay? I have an aircon and then this aircon is 40, okay? Now, this aircon is 40, but when the aircon man comes, they say, oh, only a small part, one small component is 40. So I just change this component, then done already. That is deductible. You know why? Because that would mean I'm only replacing the component part of the asset and everything is deductible. Now, but if you tell me that this is a repair, but it's capital expenditure, it's not deductible. Now, what do I mean? What do I mean by this? All right. It means you are creating a new asset. Now, what do I mean by creating a new asset? Let's just take that carpet example that I was telling you. I have a meeting room. A meeting room was using carpet. After some times, right, the meeting room, carpet got worn out, torn here and there. So I say, change the carpet. But this time, I want something more durable. I don't want to change to carpet anymore. I want to put floor tiles. I want to put floor tiles right now. Okay? Now, is this still deductible? No, not deductible. You know why? Because there's an element of improvement. There's an element of altering the original condition. So if I change to floor tiles, it's not deductible anymore, All right? Or if I change the entire asset, like the aircon that I was saying, aircon is 40, component 40 only. But I say, change the whole aircon. I don't want this old aircon already. Change the new one. Well, if you change a new one, you don't get a direct deduction because it's not revenue expenditure anymore. But I know you will say, hey, I thought buying new aircon give me capital allowance, right? Yes, you are right. Buying aircon gives you capital allowance, but capital allowance is not a direct deduction in the first year. You get deductions over a few years, right? You got a claim over a few years, right? That is capital allowance, right? But you don't get a direct deduction. Or if you say, oh, I'm doing some initial repair, initial expenditure on repairs. Now I buy an asset, the asset cannot be used. I need to repair first. Before I repair, I cannot use. All right. Now, this is part and parcel of the cost of the asset. This is part and parcel of the cost of the asset. You cannot get deduction because it's just the cost of the asset, because you can't even use the asset yet. Or if you say, I'm causing significant change, right, to the asset after doing some repair, like the carpet to floor tiles example. You see, all these are capital expenditure, not deductible. Now, you probably say, okay, I have gotten some ideas over here, but how do I really apply this? How do I really do this or do some planning? All right. Now, let me share one case study with you. This is a very important case study. I must tell you, a very important case study. In fact, this is a very lucky case. Why do I say lucky case over here? Because this client of ours, they almost missed getting deduction. Yeah. Luckily, they came to us and we told them what to do. Therefore, they managed to get deduction. All right, look at this case. Let's just call this company Adventures Sdn Bhd. Let's just call them Adventures Sdn Bhd. Okay, they are manufacturer. They manufacture food and beverages. And in year 2020, they discovered some part of the production line, some part of the factory building damaged. They have to do some renovation work. They have to do some repair work. And they engage a contractor to come in. They spend 150,500 ringgit. 150,500 ringgit, all right, spend over here. Yeah. Now, this is not a small amount of money, you know. Let me tell you what. First, they got this kind of invoice. What's wrong with this invoice? This invoice says renovation and refurbishment at, you know, whatever address of the factory, lah, okay? No details really, you know. One lump sum invoice, 150,500 ringgit. You know what we told them? I told the client, go back to the contractor and say, I don't want to accept this invoice. Yeah, you do want to accept this invoice. Get an itemized billing. Get an itemized billing. State out one by one, line by line, what kind of jobs has been done. What's the value of each job? You know why? Because only with this kind of invoice, you can do analysis. Only with this invoice, you can do analysis. Now, and we analyze this invoice. We found out what, you know, we found out first, this 150,500 ringgit that they have spent, they do repainting of their wall. Hey, this is repainting, you know, not first time painting, you know. They spend 10,000 ringgit. This is fully deductible because this is only restoring back to original state. See that or not? They also repaired leaking roof. Now, I told you repaired leaking roof is to allow your business to continue. They spent 15,000 ringgit, also fully deductible. What? They also replaced broken component of air conditioning system. Well, 3,000 ringgit spent. I told you, you're only replacing part of the asset. Deductible as well. See that? Now, of course, they have also done some upgrade, like this one. They replaced 2-ply conveyor belt to a 3-ply. Oh, this is upgrade. 10,000 ringgit spent. Okay, I know, not deductible, not deductible, but they can still get capital allowance. They can still claim over a few years. They don't get deduction immediately, but they get to claim capital allowance over a few years. They also bought a second-hand machine, did some initial repair. Okay, new item, new asset created. 40,000 ringgit spent, not deductible, initial repairs, but still, they get capital allowance. Now, apart from this, what else? They've also done plaster ceiling to replace normal ceiling with some new wiring some more. Now, we know this is capital expenditure. For sure, this is capital expenditure, right? This is definitely not deductible, right? And you will say, hey, then there is capital allowance, is it? No, there is no capital allowance also. Let me tell you why. Usually, if you buy an asset, if this asset is not part of the building, if it's not part of the building, it's a movable asset, or we say separate tools, all right? You can get tax deduction, you can get capital allowance, But now, plaster ceiling is part of the building. This is capital expenditure. This is also not a separate tool. It is added back and no capital allowance. But you know what? They managed to get a special deduction on renovation. Now, some of you may ask me, what is this special deduction on renovation? A lot of people may not know this, you know, or they probably forgotten. This is a special deduction given because of the pandemic, because of COVID, because of pandemic. This was given in year 2020 from March onwards, March 2020. And this is only until end of the year, end of 2022. So this gives you up to 300,000 deduction, 300,000 deduction. Now, I'm going to tell you more about this later. So they actually took advantage of this and claimed a special deduction for renovation. You see, even this one, installation of some electrical installation, painting and flooring of new storeroom, they spent 25,000. Also, they managed to claim the special deduction. Also, this replacing wooden doors with aluminium doors is an upgrade, right? And doors is part of the building. They also get a special deduction for this. Hey, in other words, because they have gotten itemized billing, they get to analyze everything. Out of this 150,500 ringgit spent, only 50,000 at the back. Only 50,000 is not deductible. The rest are all deductible, Imagine if they've gotten this kind of lump sum invoice, everything at the back. If they've gotten this invoice, everything at the back, let me tell you what, you don't get deduction at all. But because they know they should get an itemized billing, they can analyze one by one, and they can also communicate with the contractor to write the description correctly. Write it correctly. They only add back 50,000, which means 100,500 ringgit deductible, directly deductible, And this 50,000 added back, you also get capital allowance, right? Remember just now I was saying, all the machines, the 3-ply conveyor belt, you still get capital allowance. You get to claim over a few years, but still you get deduction, right? Which means everything becomes deductible. The whole 150,500 ringgit becomes tax deductible. And you know what? Their tax rate that time was 24% as well, 24%. You know how much tax they save because of this? They save 36,120 ringgit. 36,000. Imagine, if you do not know about this, you only got a lump sum invoice, no itemized billing, yeah, nothing stated, and the description also not written correctly. When you probably would miss out the whole deduction, and this client would probably pay unnecessary tax of 36,000. This is so unnecessary. But because they know what to do, they plan it well, they got the right information, they got the right document, they save 30 over thousand ringgit just like that. One renovation, one upkeep and renovation done, they save 36,120 ringgit because the tax rate was 24%. So let me ask you all a very simple question again. Have you learned what to do the next time you do upkeep and renovation or not? Have you now learned something from this case? What to do? What should you do? What should you get when you do upkeep and renovation? If you have learned something, can you put yes? Can you just put yes again into the chat box? I want to make sure you learn from this case. I want to make sure you know what to do the next round when you have upkeep and renovation. I want to make sure, please put yes if you have learned something, right? I want to make sure you have learned something, okay? Wow, a lot of people are putting yeses in it already. A lot of yes over here. All right, cool, very good. Now, let me answer to some questions before I carry on, because I have something that is really, really special that I want to tell you. All right, now, Mei Leong says all company logo need to change to advertisement. Well, if you can plan so, why not, Mei Leong? All right, Mrs. Pin says this type of sponsorship should not be labeled as entertainment but advertisement. Well, you should call it promotion and marketing expenses, Mrs. Pin. Okay, Gurminder says, how do we classify ang pao in accounts to deduct for tax? Now, Gurminder, if you really want this ang pao to be deductible, you've got to call it, like an incentive, given to the staff and things like that. But then the staff has to pay tax. It is deductible in the company's hand, but it will be taxable at the staff hand. All right. Adele asked, what about online social media cash sponsorship in turn promote in social media? Do we still need letterhead? What proof is sufficient? Have a simple agreement, Adele. Have a simple agreement to say that, after paying this, I'll be getting what kind of promotion, what kind of advertisement opportunities. Have all these things written down in the proper, document, proper letterhead or agreement. Okay. Gracia Tan says, how about sponsor t-shirt? Now, if you sponsor t-shirt, it depends on who you sponsor to. But if you sponsor t-shirt, that is your promotional gift. You have been giving out t-shirts as promotional gift. Promotional gift with your logo will be 100% deductible. See that? All right. Now, Jane Wong was asking, we sponsor whole lion dance troupe. They have our company logo and names on their lion and t-shirts. Can you get 100% deduction? Now, do more things. Jane, I will advise you do more things. After sponsoring, don't just have the company logo, also have some of your products stated somewhere. When they do lion dance, maybe they can also have your banners to say what kind of products you are actually selling. Then that is really called advertisement. By just having logo, probably not good enough to do advertisement. All right, got it? Okay, I know there are more questions coming in. Okay, I'll answer to the rest of the questions later because I want to ask you a very, very simple question over here. Look at this. I know you all have been asking me a lot of questions over here. I know from these three expenses, you probably would have learned how to really save tax, how to plan how to save tax. But I want to ask you a simple question. From these three cases, you have already know that, it is very crucial. It's very important for you to plan how to save tax, isn't it? Very important, right? I want to ask you, do you want to learn even more or not? Apart from these three expenses, do you want to learn even more? If you want to learn even more, can you just put more into the chat box? If you want to learn even more different strategies, different methods, different skills, different ways to save tax. If you want to learn more, can you put more? Can you put M-O-R-E, more into the chat box? I want to see how many of you here really, really want to learn more on how to save tax. Yeah. If you want to learn more, put more, right? If you do want to learn more, then I do want to tell you more already. You want to learn more, put M-O-R-E, more. All right. I want to see how many of you really want to learn more on how to save tax, how to use strategies to save tax. You see, everyone is saying more, right? Everyone is saying more, right? Now, you know what? Every time when I talk about tax, I know the first thing you will show me is this face. You show me this face. Really? You say tax, very frustrating, very difficult to understand. I understand. A lot of you show me this face, right? Because you say, I'm always unsure, and I'm always unsure what kind of expenses are deductible, right? I do know how to plan, and I dare not to simply do things, because if I do things wrongly, I'll be penalized. I know the penalty can be very heavy, right? If it's incorrect tax return, right? But you always want more. You always want more knowledge to solve all your tax problems, to teach you how to do tax planning, right? So this is what I want to tell you. If this is what has been happening to you, Rao, you need to know this brand new tax platform that we have. You see, if you have not heard of this tax platform, I need to tell you this. This platform is called TaxPod. Now, TaxPod is not iPod, EarPod, AirPod. Not that, please. It's called Tax Professionals on Demand. Now, why Tax Professionals on Demand? Because I know nowadays, a lot of people, they have no patience. They want things, they say, I want it immediately. I want it on demand, right? So therefore, we have got this online platform, we call it Tax Professionals on Demand, that gives you all the information, all the tax information needed, and all the tax saving strategies needed. And you can even search on the platform to get the right tax saving strategies for you. Because this online platform, first of all, we give you a lot of videos on various tax topics. Income tax, withholding tax, real property gains tax, or even SST, sales tax, service tax. You can even search in the platform for the videos for you to learn how to save tax with the strategies. All these videos are short videos, right? Very simple to understand videos, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Even the long ones will be like 8 minutes or even 10 minutes. Only short videos, easy to understand. And you don't just get to watch the theory, you also get case studies, just like how I explained to you earlier. We give you the theory, we also give you case studies so that you know how to apply. By just giving you theory, you can easily go and Google here and there, right? But it is the case studies, real life case that teach you how to apply. And you don't just get to watch videos, you get to download slides as well. Yes, you get to download all the slides as well. But I know you will say, hey, but videos only, no interaction. I cannot ask questions, right? We have interaction every month. Every month, we will do update classes live. Yes, just like today, Zoom live. We use Zoom. We do update class live to tell you all the latest tax changes, all the latest tax updates. Income tax, withholding tax, real property gains tax, stamp duty, or even SST. Did you know how many changes, how many updates are there happening every week, every month? Your tax agent probably wouldn't even be able to tell you all these changes, but we do it live for you every month. What are the latest changes? And if you say, hey, live, what if I cannot attend live session? Don't worry, we record it. You can watch back the videos and you still get to download all the slides, all right? If you think this is the only live session, no. We still have a lot of webinars, tax webinars, which I'll tell you the topics later. I'll tell you what kind of topics later. All of these live sessions, you can attend to them unlimited times. Yes, you heard it right. If you are on TaxPod, you can attend to all these webinars unlimited times. Even if you cannot attend the live session, you can watch back the playback, the video playback. Now, but the most important part is, if you go live session, just like today, you have live Q&A session. You can always ask questions on the spot and get answers on the spot, right? But even if you watch back the video, it's unlimited playback, right? We don't restrict you from watching how many times. You can watch unlimited times. And all the videos that we have, it comes with case studies because you need to know how to apply it onto your business. Yeah. All the webinars you can attend unlimited times as well. And the best part is all these things that we do, the videos, the update class, the webinars, everything, we do 2 versions, English and Mandarin. Yeah. English and Mandarin, which means if you say, I prefer Mandarin session, go attend the Mandarin session. If you say, I prefer English session, attend the English session. If you say, I want to compare, I want to attend to both, attend to both. It's for you to attend unlimited times. See that or not? Now, who should subscribe? You may ask me. You say, hey, you say this TaxPod is so good. Who should use TaxPod? If you are the boss. Now, earlier I asked, who are the owners, right? This is a must for you. I must say this is a must for you. You know why? You want to save money for your company, right? You want to save tax for your company, right? You earn all your hard-earned money. You want to save all the tax, right? This is the only tool that gives you all the practical strategies to save tax for your company. But I know you will say, I have no time. I got no time to do all this, to watch all your videos. What about your staff? All your account staff, finance staff, you know what? They are the persons, they are the people who need to know how to plan tax for you. Because I've shown you the examples earlier, all the case studies earlier. If you have not planned during the transaction, you can't save tax at the end. See? So your account staff, your finance staff would need this. Earlier, someone was asking me, how do I teach my finance staff so that they know how to plan? Use this TaxPod, ask them to watch all the videos to learn how to save tax. And if you say, I've been always struggling with problems, I've been always struggling with tax problems, let me tell you what, this is something you really, really need. Now, at this point, you ask me one important question. You say this TaxPod is so good, how much is it to subscribe to TaxPod? Is it very expensive? No. Let's don't talk about price first. Let's don't talk about price. Let's talk about the value that you're getting. Do you know all the videos, all the strategies, tax strategies video that we have in there? Right now, we already have about 400 videos, Hey, just now we learned only 3 case studies, right? We have got about 400 videos right now and increasing. We are adding in more videos from time to time. All these videos is already worth more than 6,998. Yes, it's worth more than that already, let me tell you what. Because it also comes with slides, 2 different languages or more, right? And what about the update class that you get every month? Every month you get to attend update class, live session. Cannot attend live, watch back the video. Also allow you to download all the slides as well. All the latest tax updates, latest tax strategies, worth more than 6,000. Then all the webinars, all these webinars you can attend unlimited times. Let me repeat, unlimited times. Like for example, essential tax planning for property owners. A lot of people buy properties, they want to make money, right? But they do not know how to plan the tax over there. This webinar teaches you how to plan tax for your property. One session is $498, You can attend unlimited times if you're subscribing TaxPod. Also, withholding tax, people were asking me about withholding tax also. One session is $498. This is unlimited times for you as well. Company tax savings, give you direct tips on how to save tax for the company. One session, $498, you attend unlimited times. Transfer pricing webinar, very hot topic nowadays, $498, you attend unlimited times. Tax audit and investigations, a lot of people are very afraid of tax audit because they do not know how to handle. One session is $688, you can attend unlimited times. And also, budget talk, every year there will be budget, right? National budget, right? Every time after budget, we do budget talk. This budget talk is worth $688. If you buy a ticket, it's $688. It is also included for TaxPod subscribers. In other words, the total value that you're getting is 16,366. In fact, I must say the total, the exact value, the real value is more than this because the tax savings that you're going to get is easily, 100,000 ringgit, easily 20, 30 times of this amount, easily. All right. But is this the amount that you're going to pay? No, because we're doing package. If you think this is something that you really want something to help your business, help your company to save tax, 16,000, you don't even have to pay 16,000. Not even half of it, let me tell you what, because we're giving you a great discount, 10,000 ringgit discount. Package price is 6,366. 6,366 for something that is worth 16,000 and helping you to save more than 100,000 ringgit of tax. Let me tell you what, all right? But I know you will say, wow, 6,000 is very worth it, very worth it. But can we get something better? Now, let me tell you this. This is the good news for you. 6,366 is the price where our salesperson goes out. Our salesperson goes out, they will sell at 6,366. But now we do online deal. Yes, we skip the salesperson. No need go through salesperson. You buy directly online. You get further discount, right? And what's the further discount? Let me tell you what. Is this like another 50% discount? Wow, another 50% discount is 3,000 over ringgit only, Let me tell you what. It's even lower than that. It's only 2,388 per year. 2,388 per year for online deal. And this is giving you unlimited access for everything. 2,388 for something that's worth 16,000 plus. And this will have you save more than 100,000 ringgit. Easily more than 100,000. You think this is a good deal or not? If you think this is a good deal, if you say, wow, this online deal is super great, man. Super great. Let me tell you what, it's not the end. You know why? Have you realized, have you noticed that you have attended to this live sharing session for more than 1 hour already? I'm going to give you, now just to thank you all, I'm going to give you one-time limited time offer. This is a limited time offer just for you today because you attended to this sharing session. You won't get this deal anywhere. Let me tell you what, I'll be very, very honest. You won't get this deal anywhere. You go to our website, you go to our taxpod.com.my, you won't see this deal. You will only see the online deal. 2388. But today, I'm going to give you a really, really crazy special deal. And that is only 1,998 per year. Yes, 1,998 per year only for first 20 signs up. You know, I cannot give more than that. Let me tell you what, this is first come, first serve basis. Let me be very honest. This is super crazy. I cannot give more than 20. Only the first 20 gets it. Because why do I say it's crazy? You will lock this at 1998 forever. What do I mean by locking at 198 forever? A lot of people do promotion. They will say, oh, first year you get a special promo price. Next year, you will use the market price. If the market price is 3,000, you renew at 3,000. If the market price is 4,000, you renew at 4,000. Right. That's what people usually do, right? To us, we want to honor this 198 forever. Forever, it is 198 per year for you, as long as you continue subscribing. In other words, you would always get 198 even though all these contents keep on increasing. We will be adding more and more videos, more and more things into this, you know, but you will still subscribe at 1998 per year forever. Get this, right? And this, you can only add it at the special link that we have created, only at a special link that we have created over here, that is bit.ly/taxpot first 20. This is a special link just for you all. You won't find this link anywhere else outside. This is just for you all because you attended to this live sharing session. And because I say this is a limited time offer, right? So we only have 20 minutes for this. See this? So we're going to start the timer right now. Yes, you only have 20 minutes for you to grab this 1998 per year for something that is worth 16,000 over ringgit. And let me tell you, at 16,000 over ringgit, it's not the real value. The real value here is the strategies in there. Easily, you would save more than 100 over 1,000 ringgit of tax. Easily more than 100,000 ringgit. Let me tell you what, you look at the case studies that I was telling you just now, right? You have already known that it is so easy to save tax. And inside, we have 400 videos, close to 400 videos and still increasing. Easily, you will get back 50 times or even 100 times of this amount that you have invested. And one person asked me a very important question just now. Just someone asked me a very important question. This was from Henry, right? Henry was asking, is this taxpot tax deductible or not, right? Let me tell you what. Yes, it is fully 100% tax deductible. 1998 is 100% tax deductible if you put it into your business account, your company's account, and you call it staff training expenses. Yeah, staff training expense. You know why? Because usually when you send your staff to seminar, to webinars, to workshops, you know, these are called staff training. All this staff training is 100% deductible, you know. And now we are packaging the whole thing. We are packaging the staff training, all these webinars, right, into a package, into a subscription. This is a staff training package. This is a staff training subscription. This, if you put into your company's account, staff training expense, it is 100% tax deductible. 100% tax deductible. All right. So people were asking me whether it's 100% deductible. Yes, it is absolutely deductible. And if you say your company is paying 24% tax rate, let's say 24% tax rate, immediately you save about 480 ringgit. Immediately. Why? Because this is like close to 2,000 and this is SSD inclusive some more. You don't even have to pay extra SSD. This is SSD inclusive. Immediately you get about 480 ringgit tax savings if your company tax rate is 24%. Now, let me be very honest with you. I know a lot of you, after seeing this 198, you probably will say, wow, this is a real good deal, man. This is crazy deal, man. 198 for something that's worth 16,000. But some of you may still say, 1,000 over ringgit, it's still not small amount of money, not small sum of money. Well, let me be very honest with you. If you are doing a business, okay, 1998, if it goes into your business account or company's account, this will not kill your business, man. This will not make your business bankrupt. Let me tell you what, a lot of people are telling me, 1998, I entertained a few clients also, I have already spent 1998, right? I've entertained a few clients already, 1998 gone, you know. This 1998, you put it into your P&L, it will not hurt your business, it will not kill your business, it will not make your business bankrupt, one. Definitely it will not. But this 198 is going to change your life. It's going to change the life of your company, change the life of your business, because you will be learning how to save tax using real practical strategies, and you can save easily more than 100,000. Easily, I can tell you more than 100,000. If you today say, I want to save the 198, I don't want to spend the 1,000 over ringgit, you know, I better save the 1,000 over ringgit. You save 1,000 over ringgit today, you'll be missing tax savings of 100 over 1,000 ringgit in future. When everyone else is planning how to save 100 over 1,000 ringgit, you would have missed all this. You will really regret. Let me tell you what you really regret. Let me tell you what, give yourself a chance today. Give yourself a chance, give your company a chance today to really learn how to save tax the practical way, the legal way. It's only 1998 per year. And this is going to change the life of your company. This is going to change the life of your tax savings journey. Now, if you don't trust me, if you still don't trust me, let me show you one case study. I said I want to tell you more about this, right? I want to tell you more about the renovation thingy, remember? Now, this is a real case of our subscriber. How did they use TaxPort? One strategy only, remember, it's one strategy only. They save more than 60,000. They use renovation special deduction. They use the special deduction on renovation. Now, let me remind you, this special deduction on renovation is only until end of the year. Yeah, it's less than half a month only half a month left. Right? If you want to know how to do this, it's only half a month more for you to learn this and take advantage of this strategy to save a lot of tax. This client saved more than 60,000 by using one strategy. How did they do that? Let me just show you this case. This company, just call them ABCs and remember, they are an electrical retail chain store. They sell electrical appliances. And in 2021, June 2021, they spent 279,000 ringgit and they did renovation for their office and showroom. Now, they thought renovation cannot get any deduction because renovation capital expenditure, right? But they subscribed to TaxPort and their staff attended to our monthly update class. Yeah, every month he attended. See, every month I give you latest updates, latest tax strategies, right? And they learned that, hey, I can actually get special tax deduction, And you know what they did? They communicate with the renovator. Now, how to communicate? Ask them to write the description correctly. You see, what have they done? They've got this insurance, site cleaning, professional fees. They have lightweight gypsum board partition, operable wall between meeting room, aluminium door glazing. You see, under normal situation, you claim nothing. You claim nothing on, But because they know what kind of renovation gives them deduction, they know what kind of renovation gives them deduction, they got the contractor to write correctly. They claim deduction for these three. Now, not just these three, they also have single leaf glass door, metal frame timber door, vinyl flooring, carpet, wallpaper, wood paneling. Now, you ask me, why are these things all in bold? Why these words in bold? These are the key words, right? Because they know what kind of renovation gives them special tax deduction. They also got special tax deduction for all these. If it's normal situation, nothing can be claimed. They have also got this lighted cutout signage, exit sign, power and data point, LED module. Under normal situation, only two things give them capital allowance. But now, even these two, they get special tax deduction. That means they know what to do. They know how to plan. You see that? They have gotten an additional 250,800 ringgit tax deduction. This renovation special deduction is up to 300,000 only until end of this year. You want to take advantage of this 300,000 deduction, do it by end of this year. They have gotten additional 250,800 ringgit tax deduction. And you know how much tax they save? Their tax rate was 24% also. 24%, they save 60,192 ringgit, 60 over 1,000. One strategy. I'm not talking about using a lot of strategies, One strategy in TaxPort, they save 60 over 1,000. Because in TaxPort, we will tell you what kind of renovation is giving you special deduction, what kind of criteria you need to fulfill, what kind of conditions you need to meet to get this special tax deduction. They use that and save more than 60,000. So let me ask you, 1998, worth investing or not? Worth investing or not? Easily from this one only, they save back 30 times already, 30 times. And I was telling you, the videos in there, we have close to 400 videos. We have close to 400 videos right now. Imagine how many strategies can you use to save how much tax? Easily more than 100 over 1,000. So let me tell you what, 1998 is not I know it's not a very small amount. It's not a big amount as well. To a lot of businesses, 1998 easily they would have spent off. But this 1998 would be very worth spending because you will save more than 100 over 1,000 ringgit. Those who say, I always want to save tax, I always want to learn how to save tax, let me tell you what, don't miss this opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for you, and only the first 20 gets this deal. Only the first 20 gets 1998, and you lock it at 1998 forever. 1998 per year forever. Only at bit.ly/taxport first 20. Only at this link. You can see the link in the chat box as well. Just click that link. Only first 20 gets it. Once the first 20 is gone, we can't offer this. It goes back to 2388. And let me tell you, 2388 is not locked at 2388 forever. We have to follow market price every year. If next year, when we have more videos, it becomes 3,000 over ringgit, you renew at 3,000. More videos becomes 4,000 ringgit, you renew at 4,000 ringgit. You know, that's how it works. But if it's 1998, you lock this forever at 1998. Okay, now I gotta check with my colleague as well. Since I keep on talking, I say 2020, right? First 20, right? I need to look at my colleagues to see whether we still have 20 or not. Okay, you know what? Now, my staff, right, my colleague has told me that we have already sold 11. Okay, we have sold 11, which means what? Which means we only have 9 more. We only have 9 more to go. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, we only have 9 more to go. Even though I know the countdown timer is 10 minutes plus, I know it's 10 minutes plus, but we only have 9 more to go. 9 more to go. If you still don't grab this last 9, you still don't grab it, you don't go to bit.ly/taxpot first 20 to grab the last 9. Once the last 9 is taken, it goes back to 2388. I really cannot give more than that. Seriously, this is too crazy. It's something worth 16,000. Our salesperson goes out, they will sell at 6,366. Yeah, our salesperson goes out, they sell 6,366. If it's online deal, we cut off all the salesperson. The lowest is at 2,388. You go to our website, it's 2,388. But now it's 1,998 and it's 1,998 forever. All right, you want to grab it last 9. Last 9, grab it right now. Okay. Now, I know there are a lot of questions over here. Which I need to answer, all right? But you know what? If you're still thinking, is this really worth it or not? Is this TaxPod really worth it or not? Let's listen to one of our subscribers, yeah? This is a real subscriber who has subscribed to our TaxPod. Let's listen to this subscriber and what he says about TaxPod. Listen from him. Don't just listen from me. See what he says about TaxPod. Yeah? Let's listen to this testimonial. After this, we'll come back. I'll answer to all of your questions over there. All right? Let's listen to Mr. Hubert from Medak Sdn Bhd. Okay? Let's listen to this testimonial.
Okay, my name is Hubert. I'm from Medak Sdn Bhd, a medical device distribution company. And basically, I'm managing the company in terms of the operation and the whole management thing. Yeah.
How do you know TaxPod and why did you subscribe?
Okay, how did I know? Basically, I chanced upon it in, I think, Facebook. So it was, appearing quite often. So I went into the preliminary video by Zen, and I find it quite interesting and probably useful to our corporate company. So I went for the live webinar, and from there I feel that Zen knows his things based on the question asked by the participant, and during that time there was some promotion, and we just subscribed to it.
So what is the biggest benefit that you gain from TaxPod and our speakers and?
Oh, biggest benefit. I think the content, because I'm now already a subscriber, the content is quite comprehensive, simple, concise, and it can be used to be shared with my finance team. And the good thing is they can just view it and upgrade their knowledge. And it also can be, to a certain extent, you can find the certain content by search engine right inside there. Yeah.
So would you recommend us to your friends, such as other business owners like yourself?
I did mention already to some of my friends.
All right, so you see, you hear from our subscriber, right? You have heard from a subscriber, not just me saying that this TaxPod really helped. You see, this TaxPod is really the only tool, the weapon that you must have to learn how to do tax planning, how to do tax savings, yeah? Because in there, you can just search for whatever you need to know and get that strategy directly. Okay, now let me just answer to some of the questions, TaxPod related questions, and then I'll answer the rest of the questions as well. Like someone was asking, this is Su Kwan. I want to answer to this first. Su Kwan was asking, will TaxPod include GST if next time GST comes back? Will the price increase as well? Yeah. Let me be very honest with you, Su Kwan. I do not know when GST will come back. I do not know, seriously. But if GST comes back, if GST really comes back, we will definitely 100% add a lot of GST videos into our videos, our masterclass videos. And you will get a lot more videos about GST, all about GST in there. But let me ask you, at that time, when we have so many videos, can we still keep the price at this 2,388 online deal? Definitely not. At that time, it'll probably be 4,000 plus 5,000 plus, who knows? But you know what? Today, if you are the first 20, if you are the lucky 20 who got this at 198, it will be forever 198. Even though next time when there's GST videos come in, you will still renew at 198 because this is what we honor. We will honor 1998 forever. You will lock it at 1998 per year forever. Okay? All right. Now, I've also gotten some questions like from Miss Lee, how do we sign into TaxPort and how many staff can access? Well, you will get one sign in, you will get one login account. But of course, if you want to share your password with your staff, go ahead and share lah. But at one time, one login, okay, when you sign into TaxPort. All right. Now, Mark Ming was saying after this, please send us link to download PDF. Okay, I know you're waiting for the bonus until the end, right? Don't worry, until the end. You stay until the end, Mark Ming. I have got something for you, some bonus that I want to give you for free one. Stay until the end. Right, Haizin was asking, is it just pay one fee, can watch both English and Chinese videos and webinars? Absolutely right, absolutely right. One fee only, you don't have to pay like separate fees to get access to another language. No, one fee, you get all languages already, English, Chinese, you get everything ready and you can watch unlimited times, all right? Now, Adrian Ang was asking, is this HRDF claimable? Now, Adrian, I must be very honest. Unfortunately, this is a subscription-based thingy. It doesn't satisfy some HRDF conditions. Therefore, it's not HRDF claimable. But let me tell you what, forget about the HRDF. Forget about that HRDC claim. You know why not? Because if you say you want to claim back this 1998 from HRDC, I know you want to save back the 1,000 over ringgit. But if you choose to claim HRDC and you say, oh, because I cannot claim, therefore I don't want to subscribe, you want to save 1,000 over ringgit, you miss out 100 over 1,000 ringgit of tax savings. Let me tell you, you're going to regret. Few years later, you will find yourself paying so much unnecessary tax. You will continue seeing your tax agent telling you this is not deductible, that is not deductible. You are not able to plan your tax. You save 1,000 over ringgit right now, you miss out 100 over 1,000 ringgit. Worth it or not? Forget about the HRDC because this is tax deductible some more, This 198 is fully tax deductible if you put it under staff training expenses. Okay, now let me see. My colleague is giving me something. Oh, my colleague purposely go and pass me this paper. You know what? My colleague purposely go and pass me this paper because 16 sold. See that or not? Sold 16. What do I mean? It means we have got 20, right? We have got 20 for you to grab the 1998, right? 16 has been sold. 4 more to go. Right? Let me tell you what. 4 more to go only. If you really want this, if you want to grab this 1998, this is the last chance. 4 more. Once the 4 has been grabbed, let me tell you, I cannot increase. Don't come to me and say, hey, give us more, 20 not enough, I want more, Cannot, seriously. 20 is 20. This is too crazy. 198 and I lock it forever, Next time when it becomes 4,000, 5,000, you still renew at 198, or you know how cheap it will be, and we will be increasing a lot of videos from time to time, So if you want to grab this, please grab it right now. Grab it right now. Naomi has got this question now. Let me address Naomi's question. Naomi is asking, I need to get my boss approval, but he's not free now. How? What, Naomi, you only got 3 minutes more left. We have countdown, Can't you call your boss? Just now we got 20 minutes. You didn't actually call your boss and ask for approval. Okay, I know you will say he's not free. He's probably in the meeting. Okay, Naomi. Okay, this is not something that you do very often, right? This is not something I do very often. This is exceptional. I think this is exceptional for you, okay? You know what? In the next 2 minutes, you know what? You go and contact one of our staff. Okay, maybe you contact YYC Sam. Okay, go and contact YYC Sam. Okay, YYC Sam, yes, you have put up, okay. YYC Sam has put up a message over here in the chat box. Go and WhatsApp YYC Sam. Go and WhatsApp YYC Sam right now. Go and say, I want this 1998. I know there are 4 more only, Can I reserve one first? Can I reserve one? You give me more time because my boss is not free. Give me more time, maybe until 5 o'clock, maybe until end of today, for me to get my boss approval. Okay, I want to be fair to everyone, not just Naomi. Otherwise, you say, hey, why Naomi can do this? Why we cannot do? Okay, I'll be fair to everyone. Whoever thinks that this is something that you really want, but you cannot decide yet, you cannot get approval yet, go and WhatsApp YYC Sam right now. Go and WhatsApp YYC Sam right now. The YYC Sam's number is in the chat box right now. Say, I want to reserve this. I want to reserve this 1998. Last 4. Whoever reserve first, get it first. First come, first serve. Last 4. Whoever reserve it first, get it first. Go and contact YYC Sam. Say, I want to reserve. We probably can give you time until maybe end of the day only. Until end of the day. All right. Go and ask for from YYC Sam. Or if you want to grab the last four quickly right now, right, before the last four is now being reserved, go to bit.ly/taxpot first 20. Go there, grab it before it goes back to 2388. Yeah, last four for you to grab. Okay. All right. So everyone who needs approval, please go and do it. Contact YYC Sam right now. Okay, let me just see. Okay, Jeffrey says have registered. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. You will really be able to learn a lot on how to save tax in future. Okay, Cindy was also asking, I'm using CP58 using Borang B. I'm on CP58 but using BE. Can I claim entertainment tax for meals with my unit holders? Cindy, if you're getting CP58, you should be using form B instead, not BE, because you're saying that I'm doing business already. Yeah, I have a business income. So use B, then you can claim entertainment. You can actually claim some entertainment expenses. Okay. Joanne was saying, I don't have staff. How can I get 100% tax deduction? Well, it depends on what kind of 100% deduction that you want to get. Joanne, there's a lot of strategies. There are a lot of strategies in our tax spot that can actually tell you what to do, right? That actually teaches you how to do it. Okay. Then, wow, where else? Let me just answer to more questions. All right, thanks, Lion. Thanks for saying this is very insightful. Very good, very good. Noor Hussein was saying, do YYC have any other things other than tax spot like audit, account? Yes, we do. We do have all these services. If you really want these kind of services from us, go and contact our host. Yeah, PM our host and say, I want to know other types of services from YYC. Okay. All right. Oh, the timer has gone to. Wait. I thought the timer has gone to 0. And then it goes back to 1. What is happening to the timer? Okay, you know what? I think the timer really wants to help you all. I think the timer wants to help you all because we have got last 4, right, just now, right? And the timer probably say, hey, don't make it to 0 lah. Let them go and get the last 4. Maybe this is what the timer wants to do. Okay, but you know what? Okay, I'll just do it lah. Since it's last 4 anyway, since it's last 4 already, right, forget about the timer lah. If you want to grab the last 4, go to the link bit.ly/taxpot first 20, or if you want to reserve, go contact YYC Sam right now and grab it. Yeah, I forget about timer because the last 4 only. Once the last 4 is taken, it's taken. Once the last 4 is grabbed, then there's no more. All right. If you go to this link, you don't see 1998, that means no more. That means it's all taken up. All right. So if you want to grab the last 4, quickly go and grab it right now. Okay. All right. Let me answer to a few more questions that I know all of you are waiting for the bonus, right? Answer a few more questions, then I go to the bonus session. Simon Wong was asking, companies spend 500,000 in renovation before commencement. Can they claim maximum renovation of 300,000? Unfortunately, cannot. If you have not even commenced your business, you cannot claim deduction. All of these are explained in TaxPod, Simon. In TaxPod, we actually tell you what are the conditions you need to fulfill. And once you fulfill the conditions, you get tax deduction. Okay, got it? All right, I probably just answered to 1 or 2 more questions. Like Mei Liang was saying, if I buy cash voucher like Tesco voucher to staff, well, Tesco voucher to staff, you can get deduction, but the staff who gets the voucher is actually a benefit, you got to put it into the EA form of the staff, right? And the staff needs to pay more tax, okay? Radhika says, can rent of home be deducted if have office? Well, it depends on what have you done. If you say this home office has been registered as a home office in SSM, you can get deduction for the rental, but maybe not entirely, maybe only like 50% of it, yeah, because there's mixed usage for your home, right? Okay, Gracia was asking, how can consulting company put down expenses as promotional sponsorship? There are a lot of things that you can do, Gracia. There are a lot of promotional stuff that you can do. If you want to learn all this, it's all in TaxPod. It's all in TaxPod. Okay. Okay. Liao was asking, please, may I know how to claim sole proprietor medical expense and medical benefits? Liao, in TaxPod, we do have one topic that talks about medical benefit, right? How to claim expenses for medical benefits. You really, really want to look at that, Liao. All right. Subscribe to TaxPod. You really, really get all this. Okay. I can't really explain how to do this because it's a long thing, but in TaxPod, we have all these videos. All right. So I know all of you are waiting for one last thing, which is a special bonus, right? All of you stay until the end just for this bonus, right? Because you want to get this quick guide. Now, just now I've already told you like how to get 100% deduction for entertainment expenses, right? This quick guide really tells you how to claim 100% tax deduction for entertainment expenses. And this is absolutely free for you. This is absolutely free for you because you've attended to this sharing session for more than 1.5 hours. Not easy, more than 1.5 hours. 3 simple steps to get it. 3 simple steps only. How to grab it. First, go to our Facebook page. Yeah, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow. That's my Facebook page, Tax Guru Zen Chow. Go to that Facebook page. Give me a like. Give me a follow. Please follow that page because I've got a lot of free information that I'll give you from time to time in that page. So please follow the page. then do us a review. Tell us, how do you feel, about today's sharing session? Do you think today's sharing session really helped you or not? Have you learned something from this sharing session? Yeah, do us a review, right? Do us a review, but please remember, set it to public, set it to public so we can see, okay? And after doing a review, just screenshot, PM to our Facebook inbox, PM to our Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook inbox with the words Entertainment Quick Guide, just say Entertainment Quick Guide, screenshot it, and you will be getting this free quick guide, for 100% tax deductible entertainment expenses you don't want to miss. This is absolutely free for you because you have supported this session for more than 1.5 hours. All right. So once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Not easy to listen for 1.5 hours. A lot of people say tax topics very boring one, Tax topics very boring, but you stay until the end, for 1.5 hours. I must really thank all of you. And to those that have already subscribed to TaxPod, congratulations. You have gotten yourself the best deal ever, and you are on your way to save a lot of tax for your business, for your company. Okay, so I must say thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great week ahead. Today is Wednesday. Hope you have a great week and hope you have a great Wednesday. And while to those who will be celebrating Christmas, it's December anyway, just to wish you Merry Christmas in advance. All right, Merry Christmas in advance. Hope to see you again next time in my other sharing session. All right, thank you so much once again. Thank you all. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye all. Take care all. Take care. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye all.
勇敢